right, I saw that Khalil Rountree was going to be fighting this weekend, so I figured we watch one of his fights. I'm not sure when I'm going to release this video, hopefully before that, but look how excited that guy behind the ref is. Hey, the smug look he's got on his face, he's like, oh, you're about to beat the shit out of this guy, aren't you? I can see it. All right. I don't know, he just seems like so smug and excited. Anyways, we're here to watch Khalil Rountree fight, not Bobby Wombatcher. He's fighting Cameron Olson, LFA. This is before he got into the UFC. Maybe it's one of his last fights, I think. That guy already looks scared. What's his name? Carl Olson? Cameron Olson, sorry. Okay. Alright, Cameron has like a chaotic, herky-jerky, nervous-looking style. Khalil looks pretty calm. We know he's strong. That's for sure. Alright, whipping right hand. And everybody always talks about Khalil after he went to Thailand, how much better he looks. Because he was a super athlete. But he had a lot of wins and losses when fighting in the UFC. Well, he didn't have a fantastic record. I think he's 4-0 in his last 4. But he had a pretty mixed record before that. A little bit chaotic out of both guys here. Just every punch that Khalil throws, it looks like he's trying to kill him. Oh my god. Olson is really ugly looking with his striking. He's just kind of bull rushing forward. Shoulders jacked up into his ears. Oh, he ate a head kick there. Gets thrown down. Everything that Khalil throws just comes from behind the back, eh? It's all back here. He's throwing like Francis Ngannou before he cleaned his shit up. Yeah, clinched up. Little backhand. Khalil's really creative, though. Like, if you've ever watched any of his clips of, like, the beatdowns he gives guys when they're on the ground, like, not a lot of fighters intuitively go for body kicks when they have a grounded opponent, but he almost always goes right into kicking the guy in the ribs when they're on the ground. Alright, based out. A little bit of pressure on Olson's shoulder to prevent the takedown. Using a clinch to set up some dirty boxing. Alright, Khalil's just too strong to get wrestled without perfect technique. Alright, if you got to muscle anything, he's going to get his way out of it. Look at him whipping these punches, too. Damn. That is not a guy you want to get hit by. Interesting. Little spinning back fist. Grappling scenario. Guys are clenched up, pressed into the fence. You know, Khalil didn't look great. It's not like I was watching him thinking, oh my god, like look at the technique on him. But 100%, he's a badass athlete. He's jacked, he's strong. That's pretty good, the way he's fading back there and setting up that left hand. Clean knee. Yeah, but this guy Olson, it seems like he's only wants to really get into the wrestling. Why are we a minute and 30 into the next round? You guys missed that, but it just skipped a bunch of time. He's hurt. Khalil's really... Oh! Beautiful feint. That was smart. We're going to watch that back in slow motion afterwards. Alright, Khalil feinted him. Made Olson want to change his level and try to move in on maybe a takedown. But it was just to set up a high kick, which Olson ended up throwing his head right into, which is perfect. Nothing to say about this. Just jammed up against the fence. Oh! Yeah, that left hand out of Rountree. When it sneaks in, it just follows right through. It just goes penetrating through his opponent's head. Like, the depth on that punch is for real. Oh, he's completely gassed. He's not just hurt, he's completely gassed. Olson's done for. Another lazy spinning back fist with no setup. Not a good move. Not while this brother's looking you down. Damn. Khalil has some really creative, like, combination work. Oh. Just looks like chaos for Olson. Just has his hands up and he's just hoping he's not getting knocked out. Yeah, Olson's scared. Seriously scared of Rountree. Okay, now we're at 450 in the third round, just so you guys know. I don't know why it skipped through that second round. This is just how LFA posted it. And this is the first time I've ever watched this fight. As always on this channel, I don't watch the fights beforehand. I like watching them for the first time with you. Yeah, little grapple. Yeah, Olson's striking is honestly so lazy. It looks like a guy who's just spent a lot of time sparring and not necessarily a guy who's spent a lot of time working on his striking technique. So you get this chaotic style where for sure you can fight, but there's nothing really cohesive about it. It's kind of random and kind of messy looking. There's weird techniques that shouldn't be used. Or maybe they work on a guy in a gym at the right time. But the fundamentals here are just kind of out the window. Not like Khalil's fundamentals are that much better. But for a guy that has sort of like a very creative striking style for MMA, he's doing it a lot better than Olson is. 50 seconds left in the third round. It skipped ahead again. I don't know what to tell you guys. The fact that Olson's still in it is honestly amazing. Figured there was no chance. Easily shucked that takedown. Little overhook action. Oh, another high kick. 30 seconds left. All right, bullying forward. He was gassed in the second round, so there's no way that in the third round he's somehow going to come back. Almost just kicked him in the nuts. 10 seconds left. We'll check hook. Moving off. Oh, good combination again. Right, the stuff that Khalil does with his combos is really cool. Like, let's watch how we set up that. I think we know who won. I'm just going to skip that part. He was here. All right, Khalil had a really good combination that I want to go back and watch. It's cool. Inside low kick, jab cross off of that. Smart. Right, he held his ground. He got hit with the kick, but he just moved on and then immediately jumped into his boxing. All right, rushing in. All right, hands completely at his waist, swinging from his hips. But at least he's creative enough to like mix in other strikes while he's doing it. All right, he throws in the odd kick. Right, he's a brawler, that's for sure. His hands are down. He's whipping them from weird angles, but he figures out ways to hit you that are unorthodox and a lot of other people wouldn't do intuitively when they're brawling. Again, another beautiful cross, kind of caught right down the middle there. Let's check this back. Loading. All right. So just clipping up the top of Olson's head here. Yeah, this is when it skipped through. Minute 30 left in the second round. All right, Khalil's feeling him out a bit. All right, looks like Olson's trying to work to the outside of Khalil's lead foot. Doesn't mean much, though, because he's too hesitant to really commit on anything. Right, ran straight into a punch as he was trying to close the distance. And there you go again, right? Just the fact that Khalil, instead of running in and trying to set up his boxing, all right, he just started going straight for the... he went right for a kick. What the hell's going on here? All right, clipping Olson, flowing into that toe kick on the body. Looks like it hurts him. Olson's tough. Like, we're not going to take that away from him, but... I don't know. He has a lot to work on when it comes to his striking. Right there. This is what we wanted to see. So, all right. Olson has level changed a couple times. Right. So it looks like Khalil level changed himself, which convinced Olson to try to level change and maybe shoot him for a takedown, and ends up running his face directly into Khalil's kick, which is just insane that he survived that. That is brutal to watch. Just right in the face, literally, with nothing in between it. Didn't chip off a hand, didn't get knocked off a forearm. He just ran his head straight into that kick. One more time. Boom. Brutal. Oh, fun fight. Yeah, Khalil's no joke. He's a super athlete. I'm excited to watch him fight this weekend. He just keeps getting better, too. Like, he looks so much more technical than he does in this fight. Like, he's a super athlete. It's just he needed some good guidance and people to, like, bring him up into that next level. So, UFC this weekend. Let's watch it together and see what happens. See you.